In this video, we're going to take a look at how to embed a Tableau public dashboard into Salesforce. This is probably the most straightforward way of embedding Tableau into Salesforce. This doesn't need any code, or you need to do some complex coding. This is probably the easiest way of embedding Tableau into Salesforce. And what I've done here is I've created a brand new Salesforce developer account. As you can see, there is some data in here. This is all fake data that you automatically get when you create a new account. And what I want to do is I want to embed Tableau here. So I want to basically create another tab here. So for people that are familiar with the Salesforce environment, know that these are the little tabs that you can see some information. And I want to add another tab here saying Tableau. So you can then see a Tableau dashboard in Salesforce. Now I'm following the steps here that have been outlined by my colleague Ravi in this Embedding Tableau into Salesforce blog post. I will put the URL to this blog post in the description of the video. And what I want to do is I want to embed a Tableau public dashboard here. Tableau public dashboards are easy to access, there's no login required, and it's an easy and quick way to get familiar with embedding Tableau into Salesforce. So here I got a Tableau dashboard from my colleague Andy Kriebel. Andy's been working for Makeover Monday, which is a social media project where every week lots of people, mainly on Twitter, talk about, but also do lots of rebuilding of dashboards and talking about the data sets behind it. It's a very big community on social media, and it's a nice dashboard to embed in Salesforce, because if someone then logs into Salesforce, they can then immediately see this. So we're going to see how we can embed this into Salesforce. So I'm just going to hop back into Salesforce, and I'm going to click on the cog, which is on the top right, and I'm going to click on Setup. And once we're in this Setup section, there's lots of options here, so don't be too confused, but what we need to go to on the left-hand side where we have this menu is we need to go to the different user interface. So here we have user interface, and in here you have several options, and we want to add a tab. Okay, that's like the basic way of embedding some kind of web element into Salesforce. So we're going to tabs. And if you go to tabs, what it will do is it will give you a little bit of a wizard. Now, the first step in this wizard is to select which type of tab we want. Now we have custom objects, we have web tabs, Visual Force, Lightning Page. The one that we want to select is this web tabs. And if we click on what is this, a little pop-up, and what this will show us is that the area which is kind of with the red lines, that's where the actual object will go to. And you can embed any kind of web object there. So they give a few examples. But the main reason why you would want to do this is you don't want people to leave the Salesforce environment. So you can embed something in here that will basically allow them to stay on the Salesforce platform. You could even embed your email in there. I'm not sure why you want to, but you can. So this is the one that we want to select. So let's hit new. And now we will be walking through this wizard a bit more. So we have step 1 where we can choose a tab layout. Doesn't really matter. Let's do the full width. So that means that the dashboard will take up the full width. Now let's actually call this Tableau. The tab name is Tableau. We need to give it a tab style. Now you have lots of different styles here. Let's do, doesn't really matter, let's do airplane, the first one. Then we can set the content height. We can set this let's leave it to 600 for now. You can give it a description, so let's call this Tableau public dashboard. And let's hit next. Now we want to bring in a URL, and that's the URL of, in this case, the Tableau public dashboard. So if we hop back into Tableau public for this particular dashboard, and this is for any dashboard in Tableau public, but also Tableau online and Tableau server, you have the share button at the bottom. And here we have a link. So let's click on the link and let's put that on our clipboard. I'm just pressing Command C and it's on my clipboard. Now let's go back into the tabs and put in the URL. So I'm just gonna do Command V to paste it. And now we can actually preview it. So I can hit the preview web tab. Now we are gonna leave the page, but that's fine. And now you can see Tableau is being loaded and Tableau shows up. So here we have a Salesforce environment with a Tableau dashboard. So that's pretty cool. Now let's complete this wizard and let's hit next. And yeah, so here we can set some profiles. So for this relates to like permissions. Let's just hit next. That's all fine. This is a developer environment for myself, so no one really takes a look at this. And there we go. We've now created our own web tab, and you can create as many tabs as you want. Now let's see this in action. So let's go back to the main page of Salesforce, the home page. And if I give a refresh of this page, what we see now is, if I give it another refresh, is that we get Tableau here. So we now have, next to forecasts, we have Tableau at the end. Now let's click on this. And there we go. It starts loading a Tableau dashboard. And we can see that there's some scrolling here, but that's just basically just Tableau adds this. We could go back to our tab here and we can hit edit. And now we can say, it walks us through the wizard again, but we can, for example, set the content to like 1200, which I had earlier as well. Let's hit next again. Let's hit save. And there we go. So now if we go to this page, give it a refresh, it should start refreshing. There we go. So now actually, because my web object is a little bit smaller than 1200, we still have a scroll wheel, but that's fine. You can just play with this and make it fit nice. Now this was the easiest way of embedding a Tableau dashboard into Salesforce. Now in the next video, I want to take a look at how to use and integrate Salesforce data. So what I want to look at is using Visualforce pages. I'm going to write a little bit of code as well, but this allows us to see real Salesforce data in a Tableau dashboard being filtered by a particular account. So if you want to see that, then click on the next video.